Hello. Once again, I come before you as a representative of the Illuminati. You may call me the man. We're a little busy still, you know. I know last week we said we were busy, but Egypt's still on fire, and so is Syria, and there's a lot of other unrest going on in the world. We've had all kinds of immigration issues coming through the gate there in the Bermuda Triangle because, of course, Kate's baby's due any second now. So, yeah, there's a lot of relatives from out of town coming in to be here for that, and so it's a tough time for us. But I want to stop and do an update. And actually, to tell you the truth, I just want to get out of the office for a few minutes. I mean, those people are driving me nuts. You got the Ed Snowden thing still in limbo, you know. Still got the NSA spying on everybody. Oh, and if you're not in the United States, your government's doing it too. Nobody seems to care enough to do anything about it. And, you know, it's a whole big thing. And then, of course, the Zimmerman verdict came down, and it's summer in America. Temperatures are hot, and so are the people. Anyway, so I'm just trying to get out of the office, I'll be honest with you. But I figured, you know, you guys, you tune in every week, you probably want to see an update. So we thought we'd throw one together for you, let you know. I went through our comments, you know, there's all kinds of comments, people asking about stuff. And one of them kind of stuck out. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what they want. The guy said that I was a scientist, and could I tell him if demons were real? And honestly, that kind of falls outside of our little wheelhouse, you know. We're all about what's actually happening here in the country, in the physical space and time. And demons, I think, are supposed to be intangible, I don't know, fallen angels or whomever you talk to. I really can't comment on that. We don't know any demons that we know of. And the only time that we actually thought we had contact with one was because of the Nazis back in World War II. So Himmler, of course, you know, Hitler's right-hand man, he had this obsession with all things supernatural, and he thought maybe he could call the old gods or some demons to come take out, well, everybody. And so on an island off of Scotland, they actually did make contact with someone in another dimension, brought him into here. I was there with an American troop. I'm a lot older than I look. And it turned out, in fact, that they had not brought a demon forth. It was Odin. You know how I keep saying that the Queen of England is ruler of 3 of the 4 populated outer dimensions? Well, Odin, of course, is the ruler of the 4th. And they don't get along. You know, they get along with us okay, but they don't get along with each other too well. They're always struggling for that you know. Sometime a couple of years ago, as a matter of fact, Odin took over one of the populated outer dimensions that the Queen has, and so she was only Queen of 2 of the 4 populated outer dimensions. And then and it went back and forth, and so now she's pretty much solidified her control of 3 of them. And Odin, he's just he's fun at parties. That's all I can say. Anyway, if that plot sounds familiar to you, that's probably because they used it in Hellboy. And if you can actually, you know, you can see me in that. It was fun. You know, we had a lot to do with that movie. Hugh was there, and of course, Mike McNulty came to us a long time ago. He had this idea for a comic book, and it came into a graphic novel and stuff. So Mike and I, we sat down when it was time to make it into a movie there with Guillermo. And yeah, and so yeah, that's me. I am Professor Bloom. That's me. Yeah. Likeness is actually pretty good. But anyway, yeah, so that's what happened. We've never been in any contact with any demons, so, you know, you probably need to go to some sort of religious advisor or something like that about the existence of demons and that kind of thing, what to do when you come across one, if you ever do. So yeah, as far as we're concerned, we're more into the whole political, you know, socioeconomic kind of situation on the planet, which right now is just a little bit tense. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, get back to my office. I'm sure I've got 15, 20,000 messages to get back to. And yeah, you know, the world's in a hot mess right now, and it would be really nice if you could help us out. You know, our long-term goals, of course, are to bring all of mankind into enlightenment, where we're all individuals working together for a common good on our own, not being forced to, achieving great and marvelous things both here on this planet and in outer space amongst our sky brethren. And so to that end, You know, all this pettiness and tempers getting short, and coups, all that stuff, well, it just doesn't help anything. So if you could do us a big favor, you know, when you walk outside your house, you look up in the sky and you see those chemtrails blazing up there, do us a favor and just relax and breathe deep.